Obadiah 11, the third part. In this video, I'd like to talk about the words for Jerusalem. So in Hebrew, Yerushalayim, and in Aramaic, Yerushalayim. Now, obviously, Yerushalayim is closer to our English word Jerusalem. So a person could ask, why is it that the English word and modern language words for Jerusalem more closely approximate the Aramaic than the Hebrew? And we had sort of begun to look at this back in our biblical Aramaic texts that bring up Jerusalem, but here's just an opportunity to pause and ask that question. Well, actually, it's not due to a preference for the Aramaic reading that modern languages have something like Jerusalem instead of Yerushalayim. It's actually because of the languages that transmitted the name of this city to our modern languages, and that would be, first off, the Greek. So here we have the Septuagint's reading of the word in Obadiah 11, which you can see looks like Jerusalem. And that just has to do with the phonetics of ancient Greek, not with a preference for the reading in the Aramaic Targum. Okay? And then in the Vulgate, something similar to our modern word Jerusalem. So this word is transmitted to English. And let's look at that very briefly. First off, we have Old English, and this word is easier to find in the Gospels because these are the works that tend to survive from that long ago in English. And you notice from Latin, it comes straight over into English with a spelling change, that Jerusalem kind of word in the upper right. That's Matthew 2:1. Likewise, we can look at Middle English. So this is a few centuries later. This is Wycliffe's translation. I'm going to make it big to help us out here. And these are two separate traditions of the Wycliffe translation of Matthew. And you see chapter 2 there on the left and the right. And now we have the modern spelling. This is merely because of the Latin that Wycliffe worked off of and then bringing it over into the way you would say that word in his English, Middle English. And of course, we have the modern English of today. So that solves a little mystery. It is just a coincidence that our modern language word for Jerusalem is more similar to the Aramaic one than the Hebrew. Great. Well, let's continue reading now in Targum Obadiah.